Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius is resigning from the Obama administration. By the end of the summer, what's just an RV base now will be a fully functioning workshop headed to the 9th Ward in New Orleans. With over 75 sheep living here, the water got really dirty. Volunteers have removed over 2,000 pounds of trash from streams like this one. The hybrid vehicle behind me goes to competition in 88 days. During your average winter, road crews are called 20 times. You can already feel the excitement outside of the Bryce Jordan Center. Since becoming a Four Diamonds family, the Kratzers have never seen a hospital bill for any of Colin's treatment. After waiting in the rain since 3 a.m., it is no surprise that the 6 more weeks of winter is a disappointment for this crowd. The state Supreme Court says it won't review Jerry Sandusky's 45-count conviction. Nittany Lions will take the court this Saturday in their regular season finale. The team is looking to bring home its 4th consecutive Big Ten title. The Nittany Lions will face the Bucknell Bison in a double header series this weekend, at home Saturday and at Bucknell Sunday, both at noon. A nutrition challenge is currently underway in Center County. The Penn State men's gymnastics team will compete in San Juan, Puerto Rico tonight.
Especially driving. I mean, I've driven a couple times in the past week and it's been a little rough, kind of tough getting around.
The Borough of State College maintains 10 miles of state highway under a contract from PennDOT. That includes roads such as Beaver, College, and parts of Atherton. The borough tells us keeping the roads clean and clear is a 3-step process. It starts with a layer of salt before the storm. After 2.5 inches of snow have fallen, plowing begins and continues through the duration of the storm. Another layer of salt is put down after the storm ends. Public Works Director Mark Whitfield says the region's biggest problem is that now the demand for salt is outweighing the supply.
Our problem right now is there are no stockpiles. Normally what happens at the salt mines, it is stockpiled. We go up, our trucks that transport our salt for us go up, get loaded off the stockpile. Right now, everything is coming, when the salt's coming out of the mine, it's getting loaded in the trucks. There are no stockpiles. So we have to actually wait for the salt to be mined.
Most of the salt comes from mines under the Great Lakes, and an unruly winter can be pricey. The borough can only order a certain amount of salt for a fixed price. To date, around 1,200 tons have been used. Luckily for State College, a shipment of salt arrived on Tuesday. Before that, they were down to only 60 tons on hand. Not nearly enough. During your average winter, road crews are called 20 times, but this year to date, they've already been called 26 times. Whitfield says after a storm finishes, the borough can be fully cleared in 6 hours. For the Center County Report, I'm Mary Kate Morrow. At 16 months, doctors diagnosed Colin Kratzer with a stage 4 brain tumor. For the past 4 years, the Kratzers have welcomed Penn State's dance marathon into their lives as a celebration and an inspiration in the fight they fight every day. I traveled to Hershey and spent the day with this Four Diamonds family.
I remember reading this quote on the way up, on our ride up to Thon, how from the outside looking in, you can't understand it, and from the inside looking out, you can't explain it. I don't know, it's something that you have to experience to fully understand. I felt like when we got home from Thon, I kind of felt like I had this boost that I really needed.
A boost for 5-year-old Colin's mom and for him. This particular Saturday is full of that very happiness. Mr. Potato Head, magic, and music. But not every day was this carefree. Colin had 6 rounds of chemo, a bone marrow replacement, and a year of maintenance chemo. And then relapsed.
Watching such a little person go through such horrible things, the fear of the unknown.
It didn't end there. He had 28 sessions of radiation, a gamma knife procedure, and another year of chemo. But none of that has kept him from Play-Doh or water gun fights at Thon, the event they look forward to all year.
It's kind of a letdown when it's all over because, you know, you come home and kind of have to just go back to normal.
But you'd never know it.
tired of home.
Throughout the year, the Kratzers help other families advocate for their needs, tell their story at local mini-thons, and express their gratitude for the emotional and financial support they've received. Since becoming a Four Diamonds family, the Kratzers have never seen a hospital bill for any of Colin's treatment.
I remember saying to her, you mean we're not going to lose our house? So, I mean, as hard as having a child diagnosed with cancer is, we are very, very, very blessed to be where we are and have the Four Diamonds Fund.
February was a win for the Kratzer family when Colin's first scan since chemo ended came back cancer-free. Right now, the Kratzers are working to get Colin strong again, and of course, counting down the days to next year's thon.